Making six figures as a health coach is critical to creating a significant, sustainable difference for your clients and for yourself. If your health coaching practice cannot sustain you, you will need to do something else that does, and your clients will miss out. The problem is most health coaches struggle to even have a single paying client. And the difference between having zero clients, zero income, and that six-figure practice and six-figure income comes down to five key pieces. Let's dive in so that we can get you and your healing gifts out into the world. So if you do not currently have a successful, soul-satisfying six-figure health coaching practice, here are the five missing pieces holding you back from turning your dream into reality. So who am I and why would you even want to listen to me? I'm Dr. Shaunna Menard, and I teach health coaches how to create their own soul-satisfying six-figure health coaching practices without burning out. And our mission is to help make the world a healthier, happier place. And through the Health Professional Academy, we empower health coaches to create sustainable, soul-satisfying six-figure health coaching practices so that they can help people live their longest, healthiest, happiest lives. So we have some experience in this, and we know what works and what doesn't work, and the five trip-up points that are there. The one thing that all of these health coaches had was a burning desire, like I did. My grandmother had died when I was 14. That led me to medical school to help prevent people from suffering with their health. But I knew that we had the power within ourselves to help much more than we realized. The body is a miracle that can heal itself if we give it half a chance. So I went from successful doctor to successful health coach, and people thought that was easy, but it was not at all. And I learned through making pretty much every mistake you can possibly make what works and what really doesn't work when it comes to creating a successful health coaching practice. And having helped hundreds of health coaches in over 50 countries, we have discovered that there are five critical pieces that health coaches out there are typically missing. And that explains why many health coaches spin their wheels. They're struggling for years to figure this out, and then they quit before making the difference they want to make. It also explains why our health coaches are so successful. And this really matters that we figure this out. You know, there's over half of the population have a chronic disease. It is now an epidemic, and it is costing an exorbitant amount of healthcare dollars to deal with this deadly chronic disease. And the medical system is not meeting that demand. And so this is where you can really come in. And the healthcare costs are skyrocketing. Sooner or later, this is going to implode, and somebody's going to need to help these people. If we look at the cost of living in the light gray there at the bottom, we expect that it's going to increase over time, but the healthcare costs are way, way exceeding it. It is just skyrocketing, and it is simply not sustainable. And health coaches can play a critical role in addressing this and have a huge potential. But unfortunately, most health coaches never have enough clients to have a sustainable practice. And so there's this huge gap. And I'm on a mission to take these people who have amazing gifts and these people who are really suffering and connect the two of you together so that we can really address this global health crisis. Most health coaches we speak with have no clients, no income, no soul satisfying difference, and they're making no impact on this global health crisis. So we're on a mission to change this, working with hundreds of health coaches. There's these five critical pieces, and they are absolutely solvable, but it's still a problem that has to be addressed. So if you get nothing else from this video, never again will you wonder why you're not seeing success. You will know exactly what you require. So this information is going to be a game changer. So there are five main problems that stop health coaches from being successful. We're going to address each of those in this video. And as a result, you will learn in this video how to attract a stream of ideal clients. How awesome would that be? How to deliver life-changing results for your clients, and how to create a successful, soul-satisfying difference without burning out, and have clients begging to work with you, even if you're brand new, like our six-figure health coach, Sherry. So having these five critical pieces that solve these five core problems will allow you to set that practice up that allows you to create six figures and beyond without burning out. So when you solve these problems, like Martita had, she was able to reach 140,000 in that first year, making an incredible difference serving the Latino community globally. When you solve these problems, it is absolutely possible, even if you've never done it before, to go from 0 paid clients to 6 figures in a year. Are you ready? Let's dive in. Now, your homework as you go through this video, grab paper, pen. We want to know, what is the biggest problem or problems that are holding you back right now? Which critical pieces are you missing? Let's start by walking through each of these together. So the first problem is really most health coaches lack confidence. They don't know who exactly they serve. They're blending in with the crowd, and they're struggling to attract clients as a result. So they want to heal everyone's everything, and they end up healing no one's nothing. And then they struggle with what exactly to say and do. And no one is attracted by that lack of clarity. There are many other options out there to help people with their health other than you. So I want you to imagine your ideal practice. Imagine helping these people. They are struggling right now. They have been to all the doctors. They've been to all of the pills and the diets, and they've tried things, and they are struggling. And you have a solution. And they hear about you, and they know exactly what you do, and they are lining up, and they are so excited, and they just get these fantastic results that they only dreamed of before. They tell all their friends. They are so excited. They just thank you profusely for doing this work and for helping people and for shining the light and leading with love. And they happily pay you for your services because they know it has saved them time, it has saved them money, and they are so appreciative. And you get to do this incredible work on your own time schedule, working with who you want, when you want, how you want. And you have plenty of time for vacations, and you can be there for your family, and you can help support your loved ones. And I want you to imagine that ideal scenario, your version of that. And it's absolutely possible. So, how do you turn that dream into your reality when you currently lack confidence? You don't know exactly who you serve. You're blending in with the crowd, and you're struggling to attract clients right now. How do we have them come and beg to work with you? So if this is something that you're struggling with, the primary reason for this is because you lack clarity on your specific ideal client, the specific problem you solve, and for the person and the ability to clearly articulate what you do. You're missing something that I call a purpose-driven expert niche, a PDEN that satisfies your soul. This is not just any old niche. So what is a PDEN, and why do you need one? So it's looking at those areas that you just light you up. You would do this work, you would help people with this even if they didn't pay you. It's just kind of what you're called to do. It is your purpose. And then we look at those things that you're really good at, you have a track record in, and you get results. And that intersection, that sweet spot of your purpose and your expertise, is your purpose-driven expert niche. And it is highly attractive. And you are naturally confident when you're working in your zone of genius, expertise. You're good at it. You're naturally attractive as your experience resonates with your client. And when you're doing work you love that's aligned with who you really are, you light up, you stand out from the crowd by becoming the world's leading expert. I'm not exaggerating about that. And you have clients begging to work with you, and you allow for your sustainable, soul satisfying, and yes, 6-figure practice. And you might be saying, but I already know my niche. In general, these niches that you come up with are way too general. It seems like a niche. So women, weight loss, way too general. And it's almost never narrow enough given the market level of sophistication. This is something that I teach about. But how do you stand out in the crowded marketplace? How do you stand out as the world's leading expert? Are you the world's leading expert in your niche? How do people find you, and why would they seek out you? So there's 2 reasons that block your niche. One, you don't think you're an expert at anything. What do I know? Or the opposite. You can help people with lots of things and you can't pick just one. Or what if you don't think you have an expertise, or it's triggering? So I'll give the example of 2 women, both had breast cancer 5 years prior. So it's very individual. You want to check in with you as to whether this is good for you or not. So one woman, she had said she was feeling good and it hadn't come back yet. There was this unspoken yet. She was waiting for the other shoe to drop. She was good so far. So this woman, she would not do well with breast cancer as a niche. It was still extremely triggering. The raw fear of someone freshly diagnosed would trigger her, and she would not be able to be there for that person. Another woman, however, she had had breast cancer 5 years ago. Bestest thing that happened to her ever. She now says no when she means no. She has some clear boundaries. She takes care of herself. She's exercising, more fit now than she was when she was in her 20s. She was now in her 50s. Best thing ever that happened to her. Her life now, she's intentional. She got clear. It was a wake-up call. She's fitter, more joyful, healthier than ever. That woman, this would be a great niche for her because she could be an inspiration and she can say, here's what it looks like to get on the other side of it. So everyone has a story, but often it's hard to see your own genius because it's just you. It doesn't seem like that big of a deal. I often say it's kind of like it's right behind your ear. I can reach around and look at it, but it's hard to see your own blind spot. So it is a process to uncover your purpose-driven expert niche. Here's an example with Cleo. She'd been a lawyer. She had no health background per se. She was living in Paris when she came to me, and she was a certified health coach, but she wasn't sure of her niche. She was struggling to get clients. She could help people with lots of things. She was a health coach after all, but she felt lost. And we applied our story gold mining process. And we realized that she had been in Crohn's remission for 10 years. But that was so 10 years ago. It was a decade ago that it wasn't even top of mind. She was just healthy. It wasn't part of her new identity. But this is something that she had expertise and a track record in. It was purpose driven. It was like this gave a meaning to what she had been through 10 years ago. So we implemented all the pieces, followed the process, and she is now a multiple six-figure health coach working in this area and able to serve people globally, working with who she wants, when she wants, how she wants. So what if you can help people with lots of things and you can't pick just one? Well, that was the case of Lisbeth. She had a 25-year nursing career. She had seen a lot, and she had graduated as a health coach 10 years prior. She could help people with lots of things, but wasn't. So she was helping friends and family for free, whatever they were coming to her with. And on her call with us at this point where you are now, her best idea for a niche was helping educated women who needed the science because she had a background in the science. So her best idea in those early days working together for her specific niche was to help professional women exhausted from overgiving reclaim their energy, time, and joy so they can attract fun, nourishing relationships at work and at home. This is certainly better. We're getting closer than just educated women needing the science, but we dove deep. We applied our story gold mining practice, extracted her unique genius expertise. We looked at what did she have a track record in solving, what was her personal experience, and her purpose-driven expert niche was helping nurses with cervical dystonia. So she knows exactly how this feels and exactly what to do. She knows firsthand. There is no certification out there that is equivalent to someone who's actually had to do it firsthand themselves. She's intimately aware of how this feels, the exact struggles, obstacles, roadblocks. She knows how to navigate this path to success. She is the world's leading expert in this niche. There's no competition. And she knows where these people hang out because she used to hang out there too. And she has huge potential impact in this tiny niche. As soon as we crafted this purpose-driven expert niche, that's when she started to attract clients. She says, I just signed my 5th client since October 5th. And so you can see that That post is just 19 days later. So 5 clients in 19 days after years with just helping people for free. This is the power of a purpose-driven expert niche. She's on track to 6 figures. We're still in our first year of working together, but she is solidly on track to 6 figures. The great news is, even though she can help these people with cervical dystonia, she can help whoever she wants. Most of her clients do not have cervical dystonia, but this allows her to stand out from the pack. She allows her to be a frequent podcast guest to talk about this. She's having a blast. She's making a huge impact, owning her zone of genius. So this story gold mining process is where we mine your story for the gold that's always there. And often you're great at something that you don't even realize is a niche. You're so good at it. And if you have an existing idea, it can be sculpted into perfection. I always say, I'm like Michelangelo and you're the statue of David, and we're just chipping away the excess to get at that expert niche that's, I know, is in there. So the expert niche, however, must solve something your client wants solved and not just that you want to solve for them. So you might say, oh, they just have to love themselves. That's what I'm going to do. But they might not be looking to love themselves. So it has to be something that they want solved. So this story gold mining process allows you to uncover your purpose, uncover your expertise so that you have your purpose-driven expert niche. And this can make or break you as a health coach. Yet the niche is something people spend very little time on. They're like, yep, got it. Or they skip the process, or they spin their wheels on it, or they assume they have a niche when they don't. And then they wonder why they struggle. So when you have a PDEN that's just right, meets all the criteria, you position yourself as the world's leading expert, and you can confidently work in your area of expertise, and you attract clients with ease. They come to you. So this is where Rachel was when she came to me. She was struggling for 2 years as a health coach. We carved out her specific purpose-driven expert niche while she was just going about her business. She had dropped something off at a woman's house and just going about her daily life. And this woman turned around and looked Rachel straight in the eye and says, I need you. I'm not exactly sure what you do. I know it's about weight loss and gut health, but can you help me, please? I need your help. So she has people literally begging to help when you carve out that niche. And now she is a multiple 6-figure health coach. And she has people flying from New York to see her in her tiny town in Montana. There are more health coaches in New York than any place else on the planet. She's not going to stand out if she's just saying she's a health coach. But when you deliver expert results, people will fly from miles around. When you're clear on who you serve, you become naturally confident. Can you see the value of a PDAN? When you are able to work with people that's in alignment with who you really are, this is your thing, and you become naturally attractive, and your experience resonates with your ideal client, and you stand out. So the first problem that we need to solve is that lack of a purpose-driven expert niche. The second one, most health coaches don't have a repeatable process or system to walk their clients through that is proven to deliver excellent results repeatedly. So this leads you to work way harder than you need to. You have less time for your friends and family. You're sacrificing your own health and well-being. You're getting variable client results depending on how long they're working with you or how many sessions they buy. It's difficult to create transformation. You lack testimonials. You lack referrals. There's this revolving door of clients, and you need more clients just to break even, which further erodes your confidence, and you're frustrated and overwhelmed, and this absolutely leads to burnout, and you're not making the difference you want to make. So typically, health coaches fall into one of 3 categories. They don't have a niche yet, and therefore they don't exactly know what they offer, and therefore they don't actually have a program to offer. Or 2, they do have a program, but it's generic, it's cookie cutter. It's like everybody else. It delivers variable results. It doesn't play to their unique genius, and it blends in with the crowd of similar offers. And that leads to perceived competition with others in the similar genre, and it's a race to the bottom to offer the lowest price, which has you working way harder and harder with less and less profit. And then the third scenario is people have a program based on number of hours or sessions rather than actual client results. And so this doesn't guarantee transformation, which is what the clients really want. So there is a better way. So Angela was like that. She had she was one of those few health coaches that actually had clients when she came to work with us. She had multiple packages and sessions and offers. She was busting it at the gym, busting it in her business, and she was helping women generically get leaner and healthier. She was doing essentially what her clients wanted her to do. Whatever they wanted her to do, that's what she would help them with. And it was just not sustainable. She was totally burned out and she was sacrificing her own health to help others. So we mined her story for the gold that's always there. We realized she'd had thyroid cancer at the age of 23 with a thyroidectomy. So Angela now helps women who've had thyroid cancer and thyroidectomy lose weight, balance their hormones, and regain their energy and take back their health. So we created one program that's her best. It's a proven path and working in her zone of genius that she's uniquely qualified for. She had a repeatable process that was streamlined. She no longer burned out trading time for money. And she had doctors coming to her to refer clients to her. She's now a six-figure health coach without burnout. So working in your purpose-driven expert niche can lead to a soul-satisfying signature program that delivers repeatable, predictable, excellent, transformative results for your clients. It's a win-win. And that eliminates the competition because there's nothing else like you out there. It's a results-driven signature program so that you have a unique value-driven offer. You stand out from the crowd. People don't want to pay for sessions. They want to pay for results. This way, you're operating from excellence and you easily attract your ideal clients and they happily share testimonials and this attracts more clients. And this translates to greater impact and income for you. It's soul satisfying to offer your absolute best. You're actually solving a painful problem. So it is a win-win. Your clients get what they want and it saves them time, money, suffering as a result. And their results compound over time. You are more adequately compensated for your services because it works. And this greater price point allows people to be accountable to their commitment, which leads to even greater results. And then you are able to reinvest in your business, reinvest in your practice to make it easier for people to reach you, better for you to support them, and you just get better and better results and scale with ease. So if you truly want to make a significant difference, you should only offer your best and then charge accordingly to maintain that level of excellence, not exorbitantly, but appropriately. It is the best way to effectively and sustainably to be able to afford to serve more clients and deliver life-changing results for everyone you work with. And they will thank you for that. This is exactly what we did with Sherry, another one of our six-figure health coaches. At the beginning, she had no idea how to structure any of this. But now, after working with us, she now has a six-figure business that she absolutely loves. She loves, working with her clients, her lifestyle, getting up in the morning, the results that she gets with her clients is truly phenomenal. So after not working for 25 years as she raised her family, she's now been able to reinvent herself with her dream career. She has a totally soul-satisfying signature program that she delivers. And I call her Queen of Referrals. She gets such great results that one of her clients referred 10 more clients. They're your walking, talking billboards. Isn't that a fantastic way to have a business? It's succeeding because you're phenomenal and excellent at it. It's a win-win. That's what led her to become a six-figure health coach after making zero income for decades. She's just working 3 days a week, doing what she loves and delivering excellent results for her clients, and they come to her. So people don't want to pay for your time. They want to pay for results. So do you see the power of a signature program that delivers excellent, repeatable results? How this purpose-driven expert niche links to the signature program, links to excellent results, which links to referrals, which allows you to leverage your time for greater income, impact, and freedom. So that's the second problem to solve. You must have some sort of system for excellent client results. The third problem is most health coaches don't have a proven client attraction system and an awareness strategy to deliver a consistent stream of their ideal clients. So you can have the best program in the world, like we just talked about, but if no one knows about it, you will not get clients. So imagine this stream of ideal clients lining up to see you. Word is out there and they are coming and funneling in to find you. So the question is, where do you find the people who need your help? And how do you get them to find out about you? How do you attract them? Here's what some people do. They'll try to create logos and fancy websites. Now that seems logical. After all, they see other people doing it. But that is not the answer. I will tell you that my website, people see that I had a website when I was working as a health coach, and they assumed that had something to do with it. Over all the years, absolutely zero clients were from my website. Now, I may have directed them there, but that's not it. But unless you're a SEO wizard and you're willing to wait years to someone to discover you on Google, this is not a good strategy. These things can be fun. You're going to have websites, you're going to have logos, but that does not automatically translate to attracting clients. That's really important. A lot of people think they just put that out there and people will stream in. That's not true. So a pretty website or logo is fun. It's pretty. We like it. Use it as a reward, but that's not necessarily effective. And most websites are not designed methodically in a way strategically to get clients. Here's something else people try: social media. Now, this can work, but it requires consistency to get the ball rolling. It's hard to rely on that to create a six-figure practice within a year, and this can lead to burnout. You end up feeling like you're a slave to social media. You get on there and you get trapped and sucked into that world. But also, for this to work, you require a proven framework. So social platforms come and go. Algorithms change all the time. You don't want to create a legacy business that is vulnerable and dependent on any single platform. If Instagram goes away, if TikTok goes away, if this goes away, if Facebook goes away, or they change things that you don't agree with, you don't want to have your whole business vanish. And many people have had that. Sometimes people try posting organic posts on social media. Until you have proven results from people that you've worked with, it's likely going to be difficult for people to pay attention to you and attract a following. So it's a catch-22. You need the people with the results to attract the people, but where do you get? So that can be a full-time job in itself. Your goal is to become a successful health coach, not a full-time social media influencer. And if that is your goal, that's a different business model. And if your goal is to be a social media influencer instead of a six-figure health coach, then you can probably hop off. Somehow we let you through without realizing that. We've had people come to us with 20,000 followers, but zero paying clients. So that does not necessarily transfer over. So some health coaches even try their hand at paid advertising, Facebook ads, Google ads, something like that. Now, paid advertising can definitely work. We use it in our business, but there's an order of operations that must be followed to grow your practice. Trying to run paid ads too soon without a proven system and a testing strategy behind it can be catastrophic. So we've spoken to health coaches who have wasted thousands upon thousands of dollars on ads, but we're left with zero paying clients. I do not want you to fall into that trap. You can bankrupt yourself this way before you even get started if you go at this blind and without the proper infrastructure at place. And it is very time consuming to babysit these ads and tweak them and refine them to be sure that they're working. We have a whole team that does ours. So we don't recommend paid ads until you have a proven process. And depending on ad costs, which varies month to month, year to year, I've even had people avoid them until they've made at least six figures. Fun fact, all of our six-figure health coaches have reached six figures to date with zero paid advertising. So you don't need to do paid ads in order to be successful. And these strategies, I'm a big fan of the lean startup. These strategies that we are sharing with you here, these 5 pieces, are how you can do it with zero paid advertising. So before rushing to create fancy logos and websites and being a slave to social media or risking your hard-earned cash on paid advertising, you want to learn the foundations of marketing and awareness so that you can thrive and get clients at all times, no matter what external changes happen that may be beyond your control. So part of being a health coach and holistic entrepreneur and making that difference is knowing how to market yourself and your program, your solution to your ideal clients. So health coaches require a proven and reliable system to attract clients, a system that can be implemented without being a tech genius. Because if you're like me, the technology is something that we get tripped up on. I know I certainly did. So what you're looking for is a predictable system that when you put a dollar unit or 1 unit of time or money in at the top, you get at least 2 units back, even better if it's 10. And that you're not hoping just to bump into someone at the grocery store and that they'll be your client. You want a proven and repeatable system you can count on to attract new clients. So there's two parts to this marketing system. The first part is a system to attract your ideal clients by offering something of real interest and value. We call it a lead magnet. And this creates a win-win and allows people to get to know, like, and trust you. And then they come to you. And this is your funnel. And then as they come through your system that highlights your expertise and demonstrates how you can take them from where they are now, their problem, to where they want to be, their solution, they flow through your system. But the second piece of it is your awareness strategy. This is the water, the people that you pour into that funnel, that system, how you start the flow through your system. No one can become your client without first becoming aware of you. So this is your strategy to share what you do and how you serve and get that in front of the people to attract your ideal clients. So this is the audience that you can get in front of and tap into. This could be a doctor's office, a gym, a spa, a wellness center, online company, a person with a large following, such as a podcaster, blogger, or someone like myself who now has a following that you can get yourself in front of their audience, where your ideal clients are. And it does not necessarily have to be on social media. One of my favorite stories is Cindy, and she earned $9,000 just while we were still creating her program. And what I love about Cindy's story is she's on no social media. She does not even have an account. How awesome is that? But just because Cindy's not on social media doesn't mean she doesn't exist. And so this is the power of all of these strategies. They are timeless and they apply to any platform or even no social media platform. Having a purpose-driven expert niche and soul-satisfying signature program go a long way to attracting clients. But you will want a repeatable process for attracting clients that does not have to be online, but an automated system can definitely leverage your time and allow you to scale. And this works wonderfully. But the problem is creating these systems and strategies from scratch takes a lot of trial and error to find something that works, and usually some tech that threatens to trip you up. So you can definitely do trial and error to create your own client attraction system, but we have an unfair advantage because we've worked with hundreds of health coaches in different niches from around the world, and we've been able to leverage our community of awakened healers to create, implement, test, and improve proven systems that attract clients much faster than anyone could do on their own. And so this is the power of a proven attraction system. You can 10x your income. You can have those clients coming in regularly. This is just a snapshot of results I've just grabbed from a little 4-day period. So you can have the best program in the world, but if no one knows about it and no one knows that you can help them, you won't get clients. So when you have a signature program that delivers repeatable results, like Catherine, and she had a wall of wow with all her client results up. And she had a process that we created to attract clients. It worked well once, and then I have a saying, work with what works. We did it the following month as well, same exact process. And that's what allowed her to earn $20,000 in her first 2 months once her system was set up. This is all about working smarter, not harder. So do you see how having a repeatable, proven system to attract clients is very powerful? So that's the third system that you require. So we want to solve and have a proven client attraction system of some sort. And then the fourth problem, most health coaches don't want to be salesy, and they don't have a proven, reliable, and easy to follow sales system to turn leads into happy paying clients. So that proven marketing client attraction system is designed to pack your calendar full, but these people are not paying clients yet. So here's the thing. Health coaches are great at what they do. They love to teach, they love to heal, but they usually suck at sales. So how do you ask for money? How do you invite someone into your program? How do you get clients without being salesy? This can be uncomfortable if you don't know what to say. And this can be frightening, challenging, and actually prevent coaches from even offering their program and making the difference they want to make because they just don't know what to do. So if you want a steady stream of ideal paying clients, you require a proven process and system to follow. Like Grace here, who signed a client and just said, this call to script works some magic. And so this really works. You need a non-salesy sales system to turn leads into happy paying clients with a loving process, a process that's coming from authenticity, love, not manipulation, not coercion. A system so dependable and predictable that once perfected, you know your numbers. And once you know your numbers, it's just a numbers game. Knowing your numbers will set you free. This is one of the things that Rachel said was a game changer for her. You will know exactly what to do to have the exact number of clients to reach your goals. And you'll just trust and know that you're always working with who you're meant to work with. And those that say no, people can opt out and not get those results. It is totally up to them. And you just allow things to unfold as they are. No more angst or guessing, no more throwing spaghetti against the wall approach and hoping something will stick. You can relax into the flow. You can know exactly what you require to do, what you can give generously, and then you can trust the process because you know that at the bottom of that funnel will be the desired number of clients. So what we teach at THPA is a non-salesy sales system based on a diagnostic approach. We're borrowing from my medical background and coming from love and service. People emerge from this process feeling better, even if they don't become your client. They will have learned something in the process. This is a way to come from love, connect with people, look with compassion at what are they struggling with. And then just determine, can you help them? Determine if they're wanting to solve their problem and if they're even wanting help. You can determine if you want to help them. You may not want to help them. And if yes to all of these, they want your help, you know how to help them, they want your help, by all means, from a place of love, invite them into your program. No spamming, no convincing, no chasing, no pressure, just accurately diagnosing the situation. And if you have a solution, invite them to it. This is the power of a non-salesy sales system. Lisbeth's saying the messaging and script converts like hotcakes. Grace is saying this works well, and she has such a high acceptance rate. It's time for a price increase. And Lane's saying, you know, this woman signed on the spot. That's the power of having a system that you can rely on. And can you see how it's easier when you have a step-by-step process that will, and how this can remove the angst and anxiety about what to say? How do you sell someone without being salesy? And how this provides a lot more confidence, and it's a lot easier and more effective. So you want some sort of diagnostic sales system in your practice. And the final problem that I want to talk to you about is that most health coaches don't have a proven business plan to follow that will allow them to reach multiple six figures without burning out. Most health coaches don't even have a business plan at all. And if they do, it's not sustainable. So most health coaches are still trading time for money. And the problem with that is there's a limit on your time, so there's a limit on your income and impact. So remember, clients don't want to pay for sessions, they want results. And that's what they're willing to pay for. So most coaches don't have a business plan, but imagine charging, for example, $1,000 for a 6-month program. That's what I was taught back then, and that's something that still is. So to reach 100,000, you would need 100 clients in the year. And where do you find the time to find those 100 clients? And that's if you have 100% of them that say yes. And then how do you hold space for 50 people in this half of the year and 50 people in the other half of the year? You will burn out. I guarantee it. I tried it. And even if you are getting those 100 clients, that's the ceiling. You can't go and scale beyond that. So you require a six-figure business plan that won't burn you out. And the business plans that we create for our clients on average require just 20 clients per year. That's doable, but it's not charging 5 times as much. That's not what we're talking about, but it's about factoring in all the ways that you serve them along your pipeline. But you rest assured that everybody's choosing what they want. They're getting as much support, as much assistance with their problem as they want. If they don't have much of a problem, they don't want much of your assistant, that's all good. But if they really want the desired result and you know how to give it to them, your program will be the cheapest, fastest, easiest way for them to do that. So it is a win-win for all. The right business plan allows you to work smarter, not harder, and deliver the best results for your client. It is an absolute game changer. Karen came to us. She had a background in marketing and a business strategist for a relationship coach. She had graduated as a health coach years ago. She had many certifications and she had a functional lifestyle practice for the last 3 years. And she worked out of a natural medicine clinic and got referrals from the clinic. Oh my goodness. For most of you, that's your goal. Most of you, that's your dream come true. This is what you're just envisioning. And she actually had clients and worked out of a clinic when we met. And she was earning about 40,000, which is excellent for most health coaches. Again, you might be saying, "Oh my goodness, this is exactly what I'm dreaming of. This is what I'm going after." But she was completely burnt out and exhausted. She says, "I just want time to go for a walk or be with my friends and family. I don't want to just slog my life away." She was not wanting to work full time. She had a family, but she was unable to scale and she couldn't figure out how she could work any harder and she just wasn't getting ahead. So she had heard about Rachel's success in the middle of nowhere and she's like, "How is that woman reaching multiple six figures in a tiny town population 1600? And I'm in a clinic and I'm busting it out and people are coming to me. They're literally right in front of my nose and I'm only able to reach 40K and I'm absolutely burned out." She's like, "What am I missing?" And that's why she came to me. So she was offering multiple programs, offers, packages, one-off offerings. She didn't have a clearly defined niche. She had a huge heart and was doing what everyone and anyone asked. And you might be feeling like that too. And she was doing that instead of leading with love. And she was very good at what she does, but she did not have a proven process or a signature program. So always sort of reinventing the wheel. So her results vary depending on how many sessions people booked or how long they did it or how frequently, consistently they did it, or if they just once off here and there. So she lacked those testimonials. So what we did, we defined her purpose-driven expert niche, which was in the realm of small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, SIBO. She created her one best signature program proven process. We merged her existing menagerie of clients into a proven path. And within her first 9 months working together, she doubled her income and halved the number of one-on-one client visits. She reached six figures as a health coach at 1 year without burning out, and her clients got better results. She's saying, "I'm a six-figure health coach now, cue the disco ball." And she says, it's fun to see the income go up and the burnout go down. That's what we're talking about. And she was able to take a 2-week staycation, take time off to reflect and be. And she said the shifts in her clients are nothing short of miraculous. She says this really works. Here's to healing for her clients, a brighter future for her clients. It's now fun. She's excited. They're excited. This is the opposite of burning out. This is absolutely possible. And it's the power of a a great business plan. And she says, what I love about the way I work now is I have a plan and I know it works. And when I support others in following the plan, I know with absolute certainty that it's going to work for them. I am a six-figure health coach. My confidence has grown and it's way more easy to get clients to support them. Here's another example of someone who had an old business model that was failing, and she was able to reach 250,000 by her fourth quarter, by the year. And she said previously her business was tanking, but now with the right business plan, she was able to earn six figures income consistently. And we have examples of six-figure health coach moms. These are stay-at-home moms working 3 days a week with plenty of vacation time, like Sherry, who I mentioned earlier, who'd been out of the workforce for 25 years. Connie, who is raising 5 school-aged children, and she takes many holidays, so she's been able to reach six figures with about 3 months of holidays in that year. And Tara, also another phenomenal six-figure health coach who is homeschooling her 3 children. But all of these women work on average 3 days a week. This is absolutely what's possible. Tara was traveling to Europe last fall, and then over the winter was in Hawaii, being able to travel with her family, have fun, but make an incredible life-changing difference. All of these women I can share with you. Well, I won't share the specifics with you, but I know the stories of some of their clients. It is nothing short of amazing. And they're able to do that. They've got soul-satisfying practices. So this is all about working smarter, not harder. It's not having to choose between making a living and living. Cookie is another example. She was a massage therapist, excellent at what she does when she came to see us, and she was trading time for money like most massage therapists. And then COVID came and threatened her practice, and she wanted an online option. She was in her 60s. And so what we did is we leveraged her existing practice and unique expertise. And Cookie helps women now eliminate lymphatic congestion. We developed her own unique technique. She developed the technique. She had this technique, but we refined it and made that as the front runner of what she does. We packaged it in a way that would serve. So she now teaches massage therapists her technique as part of continuing medical education that allows for greater income, impact, and freedom, and way easier on her body. And she is a six-figure health coach without burning out.
Now, let me tell you about how I got started with this. It wasn't always like this. I was working in the field as a mobile medical massage therapist for quite a few years. This COVID came, it changed the whole game. So I had to figure out what I was going to do, how I was going to do this, because there's no way that God has given me this gift and I have to just give it up. Eventually, I was online wondering, how am I going to get back into this world? What can I do to come up with a program where I can work online? I can sum everything up. And all of a sudden, I was online looking, wondering what I can do. And Dr. Shaunna comes up with your signature. I can give you a signature program. So that made me really, really, really think, can I actually do this? Am I capable of doing this? But with the program, everything that was offered, they build me up, they build everything up, but it has to be from me, from my heart. It has to be my program. So when I got with Dr. Shaunna, after speaking with her, after seeing what was laid out in front of me, I knew I could do it. It was just that you have to put the work in. You always have to, there's always in this program somebody there to help you. Next thing you know, I'm looking at this program. This is amazing. So if you want to get on board and become a six-figure CEO, this is the place where I started. And I'm so happy that I did. I am a six-figure CEO. I'm not saying that. I'm a six-figure CEO.
Can you see how critical a proven business plan is, that you lay out a plan that when you implement the plan, you're not going to be burnt out? So structuring it in a way that leverages your time and your unique expertise. And then looking at the numbers, can you see how just trading time for money it's not sustainable? You're not going to be able to reach your goals. So just charging for so many sessions or charging for a program that has so many sessions, that's not it. So having the right six-figure business plan is an absolute game changer that allows you to reach six figures or whatever income level you desire without burning out. It's not about working harder. These are the 5 problems that you need to solve. And if you're not reaching six figures, one or all of these is the culprit. And so now This was a lot of information, and I generously give information for free. But knowing what to do isn't the same thing as knowing how to do it. So, this is that knowing doing gap. So, our goal is to help you bridge that gap. Which critical piece or pieces are you missing? Don't feel bad if it's all of them. That's not uncommon amongst people struggling to create a thriving practice. Which ones are the missing links that explain why you're not currently at a six-figure health coach level? So, do you have a purpose-driven expert niche? Do you have a system for excellent client results? Do you have a proven client attraction system? Do you have a diagnostic sales system? And do you have a proven business plan that will help you reach your goals without burning out? So take note of those. And was there one story that resonated with you? Did someone else have a similar situation as you? If you are looking to create your six-figure health coaching practice, but you're requiring help with one or all five of those critical pieces, then click the link below to find out more about our proven process. We only work with a small number of people. We give intense handholding. Anything we can do for you to set you up for success, we do. Click the link, and I'm excited to find out more about you and your unique genius. I know it's in there. Be good for you.